And welcome to Simulate Gaming, and welcome back to Oakfield Farm here on Farming Simulator 19. Let's go ahead and indicate here. So we are just heading back from a neighbouring farm right now. We've gone ahead and bought some silage bales off them. If you guys didn't catch episode number 1 of Oakfield Farm, I recommend you go back and watch that. So we basically, we're getting the pastures ready for when we have our cows delivered. We do own cows, but they're in we're borrowing a neighbour's field currently. The cows are in there. Whilst we get ours ready. So we're going to go ahead and take these bales back. I think we have 8 altogether. Oh, 8, 9, 10. I think it's 10. I can't remember how much we got. It won't be 10. It'll be 12 if anything, but I digress. We're going to go ahead and take these up. So we've got some hay and straw already here in the yard. Should probably close that gate behind me, but never mind. So we are now down to £94,000. If you guys saw episode number 1, we were on 50,000, just under 50,000. If you remember, we sold the seed drill that we had lying around doing nothing, so we sold that, so we must have got about, I don't know how much it was, I can't remember how much we had left, but it's around £50,000, just under, maybe like 40, something like that. We've put our bags down on the ground finally, so we do have, actually, I should probably mention, a really, really old feeder mixer wagon, whatever we would call it. That's probably going to be the first thing. In fact, I'm going to go around here and turn around. That's probably going to be the first thing we're going to try and swap out. It's unknown brand. I think it was imported from Russia. I got it at an auction for dirt cheap, but it does the job. We do need a better one. We're going to buy a new one. You have got to love farm sim physics sometimes. Never mind, we're back. So there's our bell. So in episode number 1, I did say, if you guys played along, I don't know, across the shit, because this video's been recorded before episode number 1 goes out, which one of those did I manually stack, and which one of those is done with an autoloader? I'm going to go ahead and tell you now that the straw is done manually, and the hay is done with a autoloader. Doesn't look it, I know, but these are the ones I did manually, and this is 2 trailer full, so as you can see there, there's the first trailer, there's the second trailer. This is hard to back a trailer printer here and get the mark done straight, so I thought for the second one, we'll just go ahead and do it manually. Turns out a lot neater when you do it manually. But anyway, I digress. Let's go ahead and let's go. Should we turn the straps off first? We'll take the straps off first. Like so. If it'll work. There we go, there's another one. There's another one. There's one at the back which doesn't attach or anything. We're going to disconnect it anyway in case it messes anything up. Cool. Right, let's go ahead and get this line disconnected here. Am I not close enough? Apparently not. There we go, did it in the end. You have to stand, on some tractors it looks like you have to stand behind the wheel, which is a bit strange. Never, we got it done. So, what should we use? So, yeah, I was going to use the Massey Ferguson to do this, because it's small, nimble, but I kind of want to keep the mixer wagon going whilst we load it. So for that reason, we are going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and get the John Deere from down here, I think. Right, so let's go ahead and get this hooked up. This is the old Soviet mixer I was telling you about. I literally got it for dirt cheap, so we will be swapping this out as soon as possible. But we're just starting off just now. So let's go ahead and get the hoses connected. Too much. PTO. There we go. Let's get that connected. So we should be now ready to go. This apparently does work as well, so we'll check that out in a second. I don't know the ratios of this mixed wagon just yet, so we're going to have to go ahead and experiment with that. Let me turn this line off as well. I wish you could default it. Maybe you can in the XML, so the line's off by default. Right, let's go ahead and take this around. Hopefully we don't tip over again. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with silage bales. I think that's the most important. Then we'll put a hay bale in. And then we'll top it up with straw. Straw, of course, is just filler. Doesn't really do anything. Now, we do need... I bought those from a farm. They're not ours. I think we need some... Our straw blower is for round bales. So I'm either going to have to wedge a square bale into there, or we're going to have to go and source some more bales from another farm. So our neighbouring farm uses square bales. Like I said, we're going to go ahead... Well, we're going to need to get round bales, I think. So we'll see how we get on with that. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the John Deere on running. We'll get the handbrake on though so it doesn't roll away. Can we turn this thing on? There we go. RPMs have kicked in. She's pouring out black smoke now. But yeah, I can hear it going away in there. In fact, I'll just show you. Just for viewer reasons. There we go. In fact, I could have shown you from here. There we go, you can see it moving in that little girdle there. So anyway, how are you guys doing? Welcome back once again. In episode number 1 I briefly talked about where I've been, but not too much. It's getting dark really quick here on the farm. Jeez. So we are disconnected, aren't we? Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and start with one side bell. We'll see how we get on with that. Make sure we don't crash into anything. Right. Let's get that position out one at a time. So yeah, in episode number 1 I briefly talked about whatever. I didn't go into detail, but basically I've been very ill to the point where my whole life has been put on hold. Nothing like people might be assuming. I might tell you in a later video. Let me know if you guys want to know. It's not really that important, but the only thing that matters is that we are now back. Oh, there's that one in. Let's see how much we're doing here. Does this thing actually work, or do they get ripped off at auction? 4,000. Yeah, it does work. Cool. Question is, what does it hold? So that is 33%. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and put... I think it's going to be... We have more hay than we do silage, so I might try and get away with putting 2 hay, 1 silage, and then maybe 1 straw. Now, it's a bit tight for room around here, so I'm going to have to try and... oh. I shouldn't have parked a trailer there, should I? Dang it. See if I can reposition myself here. Right, we've got our first hay bale here. Let's go ahead and take it out without pulling the whole pile down. So the reason that pile, once again, is so messy is because I tried to use an auto-load trailer just so I could get things set up quicker to record videos. It turns out it's a bit of a git to get a trailer on there, so in the end I just thought, you know what, we'll do it manually. It'll probably be quicker anyway by the time I fixed everything. Right, so this is going to be 8,000 in there now. Should be, well, it's 50-50 each now, so... Where's that little grid gone? It was over here, wasn't it? So it's filling up nicely. Let's see how much we're doing percentage-wise. It'll be 66-ish. 67? Close enough. So it must have actually been 33.5. There's actually an issue with that fill plane in there. Can you guys see that? Right, I'm going to try and put a straw bale in here now. This is probably why I mess up the TMR ratio, but whatever. We'll use it as a filler. In fact, what I can do with this one is a bit easier because I can go in from the side here. Let's go ahead and put it back into forwards. Anyone, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's go for this one. I'm not going to go for the one on the edge because there's a pole in the way. There we go, nice and easy. Pull her out. Cool. No, go into forward. Still got that issue. If you guys remember when we were doing videos on the regular, for some reason it doesn't go into reverse straight away. I'm still having that issue. I think I just have to bring the tractor to a complete stop. Right, is this going to mess it up? We'll find out, but it's full. So we're going to go ahead and leave the massive running. It's not costing us too much. So how much we got here now? 1,200. So is that messed up? Forage. Yes, we've just got forage now, not TMR. Dang it. Never mind, we'll give it to them anyway. So, looks like we can't actually fit in any straw into this. We can't use any filler. We're going to have to use 2 bales per... Well, either 2 hay or 2 silage bales with this. We'll see if it will take it anyway. I'll give them some... straw and hay at least. Just got to remember where the feeding trough is now. It's been a while since I've been on this field. This farm. Is it down there? It looks like it should be down there. I think I got it. So let's go ahead and reverse out down here. In fact, what side is the thing on? It is on this side. Okay, cool. Got me worried then. So I can see the marker on the ground, which is nice. Right, let's go ahead and see if they'll take this. Hopefully they will. Right, let's get this unloaded then. Is it going to go in? So once again, I did miss up the TMR. I'm a bit rusty, guys. I'm a bit rusty. But we do have some mixed forage going in there now, which is going to be hay and straw. Silage is probably not going to do much, to be fair, but... just pulling along nicely. Less than 1 mile an hour. So we'll check out how they're doing in a second. How we're doing, like, fill-wise in a second. Let's pull in a bit closer here. Right, we're done. I think we're at maximum fuel level now, so that's a bit annoying. We just got straw left in there now. Those that should be too bad. So they've took basically the hay and the silage, and that's it. Let's go ahead and check on our cows. So they've got, yeah, just hay / silage at the moment. So we need to give them TMR. We've got a whole straw bale in there at the moment. I wonder if we can eject this out into here so they can have straw, basically. Right, let's go for a round 2 here, shall we? So I'm going to try this time and not mess it up. We're just going to go for 1 silage bale and 2 hay bales. Hopefully that'll work. Do you know what? We might need the actual 2 silage bales to make this work. I'm a bit rusty, okay? Right, let's make another go of this. So we'll get this silage bale here. I think we've got a grip on it. I'll pull it out. So of course, because these are already fermented, we can go ahead and use the bale spike with these. Of course, if they're not, you have to use a handler. You're gonna go in. There we go. There's one. Do you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and put another silage bale in. Why not? Saves us messing it up. So actually, another question for you guys. There's my greenhouses, by the way. See them down there? Told you guys in episode number 1 we had some greenhouses. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put another one of these in. So here's a question for you guys. When we actually get around to doing our own silage, do we want round bales or do we want a clamp? Just let me know, bale or clamp. Just say bale or clamp in the comment section. Whatever's most popular, we'll do it that way. It's been a long time since we've done a clamp on this video, I'll be honest, but I do also enjoy wrapping up bales, so... Right, there's one more there. Let's go ahead and see if we can get ourselves a hay bale here. Okay. What one should we go for? This one. The obvious choice, isn't it? Give it a little stab. Pull it out. That's probably about close enough. And we'll get it put into here. So that should actually be TMR now. Hopefully we've not messed it up. I'm going to go ahead and turn the Massey off this time. She's mixing away. So we have 1200. Yes, we do. So as long as we do the hay last, we should be alright. There we go. TMR. Total mix ration. That's a bit more like it. The Massey's lights are going right onto our windshield. I'm surprised that bug wasn't fixed. Right. Let's go ahead and plop this into here. So now we have actual TMR going in. There's some of our cows. Some of the remaining cows. Need to get the rest still. Right, let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit here so you guys can see. Let's get this unloading. There we go, that's much more like it. Much better colour. So yeah, I have no idea where we actually blow the straw on this map. It's been a long time since I've been on this this yard. So we'll have to look into that. We can give them water, of course. We do actually have a water bowser as well for that. I have a feeling we're going to have to do more than one load, you know. This one's going in pretty easy, so we might need to give them more. We'll wait and find out. Didn't even touch the sides. We're going to do... Probably going to empty out that silage trailer, to be fair. So we're going to do a couple more... I'll tell you what. I do like doing a time-lapse every single video, if I can. So we're going to go ahead and time-lapse the next load or two. Sit back, enjoy, and I'll catch up with you guys in a second, where we'll give them water, and then we'll also, while we're there, take the water down to our greenhouses. I've not showed you, though, that area to you guys yet, so if we have time, we'll go down to there.
Come
Right, okay, so we have now done 2 more loads since we started the time lapse, but we're about halfway, if that. They do need some grass, which is strange, so we never need to give them straw and water for today. I will finish giving them the rest of that off camera, but I don't want this to be a whole 20-minute video odd of me just giving them mixed ration, because that'd be pretty boring. So next I think we're going to move on to the water. Now we are going to switch back over to the Massey now. We don't need as much horsepower for that. In fact, we don't need much horsepower for this, but it's easier than disconnecting the Massey every 3 seconds. So let's go ahead and park this up here. We'll get our beacon lights off just to save the battery. Headlights off, turn that off, handbrake on. Cool. Right, let's jump into the Massey. We're going to go ahead and keep the fork and stuff on it. Let's get our beacon lights on just for a bit of safety around the yard. Right, let's go ahead and put that down like that. So I think I know where the water fill point is. I think it's right next to the cowgate. We'll soon find out though. It's getting nighttime pretty quickly here though. It's about, well, just past quarter to 7, sorry, so need to hurry up before it gets too dark. Right, just jumping into, we'll back up into here, sorry. Right, that will do her about there, I reckon. Let's jump down. I don't think we have any cables or anything in this one. No, also we're not close enough. Let's go ahead and back up a little bit more, like that. No? Oh, it is working, okay. Right, so that wasn't it. I found the correct one though. We actually have a little tanker that we use for feeding our cows, it turns out. Or giving our cows water, which is right here. So we're going to go ahead and pull up close. That's the hose pipe and stuff required to fill this up anyway, so it's probably going to work out better. And let's start filling her up. There we go. Let's probably turn some lights on here. It's getting dark pretty quick, like I said. Right, full to the brim. Let's go ahead and get this backed up down to here. It's easier than turning around. Down this little alleyway here. Perfect. Right, into forwards. So yeah, the cows, to be fair, considering how much TMR they've taken, they might take all of this water. In fact, this may not be enough water. That's another scenario. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And actually, I did say this is the second video, so we'll check out the greenhouses. But I want to keep it. I want to do a greenhouse video. Out of the way. Excuse me. Fine, I'll go around. I want to do a separate greenhouse video. So we do actually have one more task to do today, which involves probably the John Deere. Check it out though. Right, is this gonna work? Yes, perfect. Filling up nicely there. In fact, we'll jump out and have a look. There we go. Fill up slowly but surely. But we might not have enough water, come to think of it. It's going up pretty slow. I thought it'd be nearly full by now. Nope, we didn't have enough water. Dang it. Oh well, how much did they actually take? Just under halfway, I reckon. Probably another Bowser and then we'll have a little bit left, which we probably won't worry about. Still need to give them straw. I'll do the water after. The water's not interesting at all. So what we're going to do real quick is get the lights turned off here. We'll get the Massey turned off. Let's go find the John Deere. Right, here we are. Let's go ahead and disconnect the PTO, disconnect the hoses, get the mixer disconnected. This John Deere does have a pretty good turning circle, but is it going to be enough? Or I don't have to go on the bottom and turn around. I think it is going to be enough. Look at that. Take a note of the tractor manufacturers. That is how you do a turning circle. Right, so what we need to do is actually go up through here. Like so. In fact, whilst we're here, we'll get this gate closed as well, just in case. There's a trigger. Oh god, that came through quick. Right, let's get that open. You're going to hit the tractor. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You most definitely are. Right. Is it going to work now? Yes. Whilst we're here, we'll go ahead and do this one. There we go. Right. Let's get this taken up to the top. So last job I have to do is just pack away the harvester. If you guys saw episode number 1, we did a little bit of harvesting of some canola. Move out of the way. There's the harvester. You can see at the top of this hill. So we're... What was that? Hopefully it's still recording. The farm sim just minimised itself, and I have no idea why. But yeah, I actually need to open this gate, don't I? Let's get this open. So, we have Billy Bob out working, doing some seeding. We let him do the seeding because it's a bit of a tedious job, that. Maybe if we get a bigger... If we get a... Let's close again, just in case the cows run away. If we get a bigger seed drill, then we might do it a bit more often. But seeing as we've only got a 4 metre, he can crack on. In fact, this is one field that he's already done, so I need to make sure I don't... Oh, the Spitfire's going overhead. Look at that for a view. Beautiful. Here's our trailer. I think I might have to do another lap of the field, because I don't want to drive over the crop. Should have thought about this earlier. Need to do some weeding as well. That's what we're probably going to do in the next video after that. We're getting quite a lot of infestations here. That should do nicely. Let's get that hooked up. Once again, there's no hydraulic hoses needed on this trailer. Yeah, I'm going to have to go around the field. Dang it. There's no way I'm reversing this dolly trailer. No way. Right, didn't take too long. Yeah, it would have been a lot quicker and a lot easier just to go around the field than it would be to try and reverse this dolly trailer around, so chose not to do it. And we'll park roughly in front of the harvester here. We're going to get this header put away. So what I am going to do for us is... Actually, that's the indicator. Where's the rear light? There we go. There's the rear light. Get that turned on so we can see what we're doing a little bit better, because night times come pretty quickly. Let's get this turned on real quick. What I am going to do is lower the header as much as it would go. Like so. Right. I believe this header's actually a bit smaller than this trailer, so this should be pretty easy. Let's have a look. Oh, there's Billy Bob. Just over the hedge. I can't even speak today. Just over the hedge. Okay, let's get this lowered up. Oh, positioned up. And then we'll lower it down. In fact, we're not going to lower it down. We're just going to go ahead and drop it. Well, what we need to do before that is disconnect the PTO. If I can find a trigger. This one's a little bit harder than the rest of them, because we have to find out where the actual trigger is for these. So, tell you what we'll do. Seeing as we're already lined up, just back this out. Stop. We'll lower her down. That might work a bit better. Right. No? Don't want to work? Oh, there's the cable's on. Disconnect that. There we go. That works. Right, get it lifted back up. Right, so yeah, night time has pretty much hit us now, which is it's fine for farming, but not very good for entertainment reasons for you guys, because you probably can't see all that much. So what I'm going to do is take this, get those off, because we're going onto the road now, actually. We'll take this header over to the other field that needs harvesting, just as a last-minute job, so it's ready for tomorrow. So yeah, like I said, farming is fine at night time. However, it doesn't make very good YouTube footage, so let's go ahead and get this gate open real quick. So I don't really want to leave the harvester over there overnight. Let's go ahead and close this if we can. There we go. I need to turn off super sprint. It's one thing that makes it a little bit unrealistic. But yeah, I don't want to leave the harvester over there overnight in case it gets stolen. The header, I can't see anyone nicking a header, so we're just going to take that over real quick. Beacon lights are on. Last minute road checks. Headlights are on. Indicators are working. Cool. Right, stop this here. First time I've actually been out of this gate, to be fair. I usually go out the back gate. And there is our little convoy truck here. Also got some pallets in the back that we can use, but I don't think we need it. We're not going on the main road, we're just going on the little private road, so we're not going to be needing that to escort us today. In fact, it should be alright in general with the header. Smaller combine that needs escorting. Right, so field 2 we're looking for, plot 2 we're looking for, which is at the top of this hill, I believe. Yep, so we'll be off to our left in just a second. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please slap a thumbs up button. It really does mean a lot. This is where we're going. Once again, this is only episode number 2, so we're still doing the starter jobs. The map will pick up eventually. We'll do our own little bits and pieces. I do actually have some landscaping to do as well soon, so make sure you hit subscribe if you want to see some of that. I've been Simnet Gaming. Once again, hit subscribe to see more from myself. I'll see you guys in the next one.